Hello, everybody. We are back with Legends of Wildemount. Some announcements before we get down to business. Today is the last day I will be raising money for the Trevor Project. The link for that donation will be posted all throughout chat. You can find it there, again, all throughout chat and in episode descriptions, which I'm slacking on doing, but I'll get to it. It's been a rough couple weeks for me, so I'm trying to get caught up on everything that I've not been doing. What else? Also, thanks to everybody who showed up on the last two Sundays at 1 p.m. Eastern Time to watch our pre-recorded Dread one-shot. The chat was a lot of fun to hang out with. Thank you all for showing up for that little Dread one-shot. It was a lot of fun to play, and watching some people in chat kind of get scared watching it was really cool. And Lindsay does a really good job running Dread. So, if you can, follow Daburbles on Twitter if you haven't already. It's at DABERBLES, because they are amazing. And we might do more Dread in the future. Who knows? Also, this coming Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, there will not be another Soldiers of the Lich Queen just because of, Sundays have been fucky in August. So instead, we'll be streaming episodes 1 and 2, or part 1, part 2 of Dread back-to-back at 1 p.m. Eastern Time this coming Sunday. So if you didn't get a chance to watch our Dread game, you can watch both parts back-to-back this coming Sunday. Also, podcast stuff. Podcasts are completely up to date. Episode 69 of Beneath the Tide goes up tomorrow. And episode 10 of this campaign, Legends of Wildemount, goes up on Friday. So that's that. Those will be updated relatively soon. Also, what I'm really excited about, August 23rd at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time is our premiere episode of Call of Cthulhu: The Nightmare Society. We'll be running our first little non-D&D campaign on the channel, like long-term non-D&D campaign on the channel. We'll be using Call of Cthulhu, and I'm really, really excited. So tune in for that. If you like scares, if you like cosmic horror, if you like tentacles, come on out, I guess, to that. And starting in September, instead of doing the monthly charities, because those are really hard to kind of manage, I think we're just going to do indefinitely raise money for a select few charities going forward, without having to pick a new one and then stop supporting another one every month. I'm going to pick a select few charities that I think do a lot of good and just raise money for those charities indefinitely instead of picking new ones every month. That way we're constantly supporting a good cause and not having to stop supporting some good causes to do a different charity every month. So, without further ado, last we left off, you all essentially tried finding a new campsite with your bandit captive, a dwarf with you that you are going to be asking questions of. Upon asking this bandit questions, he was only replying in Dwarvish, refusing to reply in Common at all. Eventually, while the questioning was happening, an arrow struck the bandit in the throat and he died. So sad. After investigating your new campsite upon arrival, Gravel noticed hanging bodies about 50 or so feet, or 300 or so feet away in the forest, hanging under a tree, and there was a sign there, written in giant that Gravel could not read, with a skull mounted on the sign. The party wandered over, and Enoch read the sign to be called Ogrok's Camp, or Camp of Ogrok. And you all deduced, most likely, that the bandits that had been assaulting you and attacking you and trying to steal your horses, and the coins that had this giant-like figure on the coin, most likely reside in this camp. As you're plotting on what to do, an unseen individual in the trees, most likely the person who had been picking off these bandits that you were questioning, the individual that Gravel saw run away very quickly in the treetops, presented themselves as Vox. Not a dragonborn, but a half-green dragon. So of either parent of dragon parentage and humanoid parentage. Very tricky. Either way, Vox mentioned that the people he works for are very interested in taking out these bandits, and if you all seem to be kind of in the same predicament, and that if you aided him, he would make it worth your while, and the people he works for would owe you a favor. Never mentioning the people he worked for, but you could all probably put together the people he works for are most likely a little shady. So you decided to help Vox, and in a brilliant display, Gravel and Vox snuck ahead, climbed a massive tree overhanging the campsite, and got to work essentially assassinating most of the bandits remaining at the campsite. Most notably, the half-ogre who did not live too long during the scuffle, with the rest of the party coming into the scuffle and ending the fight relatively quickly. Algrok did get a few heavy blows in, landing on top of Enoch, laying on Enoch, hitting Lindak with a tree, or hitting Enoch with a tree, doesn't matter, and then, out of frustration, throwing the giant stone stool he was sitting on at Tilindra in the bushes. Eventually, Algrok was defeated, the rest of the bandits were defeated, and Vox paid you each your 75 gold pieces, as was promised, and said, should you ever need a favor and you find yourselves in Rexentrum, just speak his name, or tell his name to somebody, and your favor... Where's that Druvenlode? Rexentrum. If you ever find yourselves in Rexentrum, Druvenlode, he promised that you'd be unassaulted, unaccosted, you'd have an easier time in Druvenlode for helping him out. He left very quickly, and after taking one of the bandits' horses, I believe, and you all found yourselves in Algrok's tent, where there was a massive iron chest. You helped Gravel open the chest due to height differences, and the chest was full of dismembered body parts and a little bit of loot, most noticeably a wooden amulet that stunk of alcohol, a dimly sort of shining coin, an insidious-looking ring, and a pair of green leather boots that kind of have curled up toes on the end and like nature motifs etched into the boots themselves. And that's where we're going to pick up the session for the week.
Alright. Anybody got a shine into that stuff? I kind of got my eyes on these boots.
Can I see the amulet?
Yeah, sure. And I'll toss it to him. You gonna replace the one you got?
Oh, no. I'll just add to it. Depends on what this does.
Okay.
Can anybody see what this does?
I can detect magic, which would determine what school it is, but it would not determine what it does. If you like, I could do that.
Yeah, let's make sure that nothing is bad.
I'm going to start doing a ritual, detect magic.
Okay. What's everybody else doing in that time?
Ina's gonna start essentially. He's darn any kind of speaking, and then take with his hand axe. He's gonna be cutting any kind of like tents. He's dismantling.
Yeah,
his
we should probably
camp.
use what we can to burn the bodies, give them some type of burial.
All right.
Oh, okay. So we'll build a fire up higher
Yeah.
on top of the big one's body and just burn it from there.
Well, I mean, we'll probably want to... I mean, I don't think we'll be able to move this chest. It's pretty big. So, it'd be a
So we'll
matter of just setting the chest on
The
fire.
chest weighs 250 pounds.
Oh, I can.
But you
carry
said
that.
there were... You said it was like cruded, like super full of bodies and stuff. Like it was.
Yeah,
Like, it's
that's not counting.
massive
That's not
ball.
counting the bodies.
Yeah.
I can pull it. It's all right. I'm a Goliath, and he kind of flexes a little bit.
All right. Good luck, buddy. But
He's gonna
Alright.
grab it and try to. Now that Gravel said that it's a challenge, he wants to try to pull it.
Give me a strength check.
Okay, I can pull up to
it's-
960 pounds.
Cool. It's
because I.
it's strength check. It's 250 pounds alone without the bodies in it. And there's a lot of bodies in it.
Let's do strength check. Don't fail me now. That's 14 plus 3 is 17.
17. Yeah, you pull it. You pull it a good maybe 3 feet, and you get the sense trying to pull this anymore, lifting it up. It's gonna exert a lot of. It's gonna take a lot of your energy just to do that.
I moved it.
And putting it on the back of the carriage, it might bottom out the carriage.
We're not gonna do that.
Wow. Yeah, that's impressive, Enoch.
Thank you.
At this point, because detect magic on magic items is a little tricky if they don't have any schools of magic tied to them.
Oh, yeah, that would be
so
tricky.
you do not you detect that all these items are magical, but let me just double check to see if any of them have any sort of spell purposes to them. None of them have any spells or schools of magic tied to them, but they are indeed magical, each and every one of these items.
Okay. These items are proving tricky. Can't find out much information about them other than that they are indeed magical.
You need to,
Gravels.
if you want it, you would know that if you want to actually identify what a magic item is, you need the identify spell.
Gravel's
Yeah,
already
I
got
figured
the boots
that.
on.
Okay.
Gravel, you put the boots
Yeah. Yeah.
on. Let me see if those need to be attuned. They do not. So, due to them not being able to need to be attuned, I will, instead of telling you what they are, reveal what they do narratively, and then you can add them to your equipment.
All right. So yeah, I put them on, and then I start like wiggling my toes in them.
Yeah.
And then
They
I just
automatically
start
shrink
walking.
down to form. Yeah, you start walking, no sound whatsoever. Your footsteps don't make a sound. No matter
I
how
jump up
loud
and
you're
down?
being. Yeah, no sound. Just
Like stomping my
yeah,
feet.
no sound.
And I'm just gonna look. Guys, this is really cool.
You may add boots of elven kind to your equipment. Boots of elven kind. While you wear these boots, your steps make no sound, regardless of the surface you are moving across. You also have advantage on dexterity stealth checks that rely on moving silently.
Seeing him, he's gonna get a little excited, and he's gonna put the fit the amulet over his head.
All right. It smells of old ale-stained wood.
All right, nice.
Whilst Lindak will study that coin.
All right. It's
So
it is a
copper.
It's a copper coin that's glowing slightly.
Just if I'm
It
looking at
sheds
it,
dim light in a 5-foot radius. That's what you get from it.
all right.
It's gonna stomp a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so it doesn't do that. I'll have to think on it a little bit, I guess. He's gonna go back to destroying the camp.
Okay. That leaves. So Enoch has the amulet. Lindak has the coin. Gravel has the boots. That just leaves that sinister-looking ring.
Oh God. It looks. How does it look again? It's like black or something.
Yeah, it's like-
or-
It's more like slate gray.
Do I get weird vibes from it? Having done a detect magic, or
Nope.
no? I don't know. I'm gonna put this one in my pocket for now.
Okay.
I don't know if I trust it.
Okay. All right. That's all the magical items scooped up.
Gravel will start to help dismantle the area.
Yeah.
We're essentially piling it on top of the Ugrok, and part like including his, like we're trying to like pile it all together, like for like getting
mean,
him and
yeah.
the interior of his tent. I can't think of the word.
Okay.
Yeah, like they were all eating and stuff. We had our fight with them next to a fire because they were
Yeah.
eating at the time.
Yeah, the fire's
So there's
still-
already a fire there. That we
Yeah,
can
we're making
kind
just an
of-
extended
Yeah, the
bonfire now.
Yeah, the fire is still blazing.
Do we want to put a bunch of stones around this?
Yeah, y'all.
Make this
Do
one safe?
y'all want to start doing that? I'll continue doing this.
Lindak
Alright.
will help place
I'll help.
stones around in a ring.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, just give me nature checks, and we'll see how long this takes to tear down the campsite, or survival checks to tear down the campsite and bury
Better
these
at that.
bodies, just to get an idea of how long this might take.
Natural 20.
Yeah,
Very
me too.
nice.
Okay,
I got
Jeez.
17.
17,
Natural 20 plus
16.
2.
16. Takes you guys maybe like a little over an hour to like gather everything, burn it, tear it down, whatever you need to do.
Dang, we're good.
Well, still morning. We should get moving.
Oh,
Your horses are still back where you left them. They're hidden in like the bushes because Vox helped you hide them in the bushes.
can we take a very brief rest?
Sure. You.
I got
you
hit by
do
a
that, I'll go
tree.
get the horses.
I could use a
Yeah.
rest.
You
He
did.
fell on top of me.
You
I'm
did.
down a few
All right.
points too.
Everybody needs a rest. Take a rest. I'll go get the horses.
Oh, we could take a rest at the horses.
No. It's fine.
Wouldn't that be smarter?
Are we
Why?
bringing the horses
I don't
here?
know.
And
I'm bringing the
are
horses
we
back to you
leaving
guys.
from here?
Okay,
There's
okay.
no road out of the camp. You'd have to go
Back.
go back.
That
yeah.
weird trail. It's a trail.
That's
little
the
tiny
only trail that
around,
goes
yeah.
out. The rest of it's just dense forest in the around.
We'll come with you, and then we'll rest at the horses. It'll be
What?
fine. Don't want to leave
It'll
you
take a
alone.
little bit of time. Maximize your rest. It's fine.
All right.
But if you bring the horses here, then we just have to go back that way anyway.
Yeah, but you'll be able to rest quicker.
Okay.
Okay. He's gonna plop down,
okay.
and part of his rest, he's gonna try to focus on this amulet.
Okay. You don't need to attune to it.
Okay.
But the log bench that Ogrok and all of his people were sitting on are still there. The bench is still there.
Yeah, he's
Big
gonna
log.
take a
Okay.
just take a seat and just relax, and
All right.
he will attempt to. He knows of attunement. I'm sure he's heard of it. So he's gonna attempt to like focus his, like, while he's resting, gonna try
Yeah.
to focus on this amulet.
Yeah, nothing
try to-
happens. You just keep smelling the ale-stained wood.
Can he lick it?
It tastes like ale.
Yum. He's gonna like put it in like the corner of his mouth.
Nothing happens.
It's like an alcohol flavored Jolly
Right.
Rancher. He's just like,
Like
delicious.
I'd never-
Yeah, it's a wooden amulet that just is old ale-stained wood. So it actually smells like, you know how if you go to like a really like divey bar and it just reeks of stale beer?
Mm.
That like the tables and that?
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
what that
that-
amulet smells like. Like a dive bar essentially.
Saturated wooden table.
Oh yeah, like a saturated, like those sticky, saturated, yeah, bar tables.
Oh, I rolled a max on my heal.
All right, Gravelly. So you're making your way back to the horses, stealthily
Yes, sir.
with advantage
Yeah.
because of those
I'm
boots.
gonna try these things out. Let's do this. Pew. That's a 27.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
no sound while you're walking. You get back.
Really
Yeah, you get there. It
good.
takes you about 15 minutes or 10 minutes to get back to your campsite. Horses are where they are. The cart's still where it is, perfectly concealed where Vox concealed it.
I make it a point to like see some leaves on the ground and like stomp on them, look around. No
so
sound.
so the leaves make a sound when you stomp on them, but
No?
your feet don't. Your footsteps don't make sounds, but the leaves do.
But
That's what I'm gathering from this. Blah, 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 blah. Your steps make no sound. Oh yeah, so yeah, never mind. You crunch on the leaves and there's no crunching sounds.
It dampens the noise, so it's
it's like the silence spell, like
your feet.
localized to your feet.
Yeah.
Cool. I approach the horses, not from behind, because I don't want to scare them by being too quiet.
Yep.
I'll go around to their front
Okay.
and just grab the reins and start taking them back. I'll give a look around first to
Perception
see.
check.
Okay. There it is. 23.
Don't see anything. Nothing.
Man, I'm
worthwhile.
rolling good. Awesome. Sweet. I'll make my way back.
Okay. What's everybody else doing while Gravel is away?
Just watching the fire burn
Okay.
and resting, taking a short rest essentially.
Okay. Talindra, are you doing anything specific?
Nothing specific. I'm just resting. I'm kind of fiddling with my violin a little, but then not quietly,
Fiddling with a violin. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah, just, it's like scales.
Fiddle, violin.
Yeah, no, I get the joke.
Lindak, what are you up to?
I'm studying this coin. I'm not sure. There's something about it other than just it's light. I'm
Yeah.
flipping it up and catching it, and nothing seems to. I throw it at a tree.
Oh, you
and
throw it
maybe
at a
it's
tree.
going to
Excellent.
explode.
So you throw it at a tree, and it makes this melodious ringing sound when it hits the tree.
Ding.
And Gravel, you hear a chime noise coming in the direction of the campsite. Ding-a-ling-a-ling. You can determine, basically, yeah. The tree was about 15 feet away from you, Lindak. Ding, ding, ding. Gravel, maybe 45 feet to the northwest.
So I run over and I grab the coin and I look at it again. And, all right, I throw it at another tree.
How far away?
Oh, 20 feet.
Ting. Then it lands at the base. It's a very loud, melodious ringing. It's just
Yeah.
ding, 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 and then it just
What
lands at the base of the tree.
What are those idiots doing?
And Lindak,
That's actually pretty
Lindak,
cool.
when you throw it,
Yeah.
when you throw it, all of a sudden you kind of realize, that's exactly 20 feet.
It clicks in my
Because
head.
for some reason you're like, that's exactly 20 feet. So, you may add a coin of delving to your equipment.
Coin of delving.
Nice. That's fun.
So you could drop it and it
This
tells you.
scintillating copper coin sheds dim light in a 5-foot radius. If dropped a distance, I fumbled it, say, even if thrown, a distance greater than 5 feet, the coin issues a melodious ringing sound when it hits a surface. Any creature that can hear the chime can determine the distance the coin dropped based on the tone. So
Well, that's cool.
you can drop it down a hole and find out how deep a hole is.
But you can only do it once.
Yeah, if
But if
it's
you
a
have
hole.
It's really short.
Unless I'm going down the hole. Yeah.
But if you happen to drop it at your feet, anybody who hears it knows exactly where it dropped. Or
Okay,
no, wait,
if
it
dropped
was.
a distance greater than 5 feet. So
Oh, you have to throw
I'd have to throw
Oh,
it up,
5
and
feet,
then it
that's
would
right.
drop more.
Yeah.
So no one did.
Yeah.
throw it up at least 10 feet.
Yeah. So that is Linda, you can add a coin
Nice.
of delving to your equipment.
All right, I did. Thank you. That's great.
That's a nifty little bauble.
Yeah, that is
That's cool.
that is cool.
So boots of elvenkind and coin of delving. What are the other two? So yeah,
Just a beer-soaked
Gravel. You
stone
eventually
amulet.
you
It's
eventually
a
make
wood, eh?
you eventually make your way back to the campsite after hearing those two ringing sounds, and you see Lindak throwing that coin around and then running to pick it up.
Oh, what you guys got there?
It's a coin, man.
Yeah.
Look, what happens? Look. And I throw it again. Same thing happens again, and it clicks. Everybody around me can tell how far away it is from them. Is that how it
Yeah.
works? Yeah. I think
Very
that's how it
practical.
works.
Yeah, I mean, I could definitely hear you.
Any creature that can hear the chime can determine the distance
Yeah.
the coin dropped based on the tone.
So it could also be really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So only do it when we're in empty places.
Or if I'm trying to distract something.
That too.
Ooh, that's a good idea, actually.
Yeah.
You
Some
could throw
misdirection.
it into the woods.
And it sheds dim light in a 5-foot radius. So it's also a light source.
Oh,
Maybe
okay.
put it in
So I
your
might
pocket
want to
for
keep
now.
it in my pocket, I guess.
Yeah.
Mm.
Which is the one of us who doesn't have night vision again?
I believe both Enoch and Lindak don't have
Okay.
dark.
Oh, I do.
Dark vision.
I'm Asimar.
That's just
I have
Asimar has
dark
dark
vision.
Azamar do?
Mhm.
Oh, I thought,
Their eyes
oh,
are glowy.
Oops.
Tao, what did the ring do? Do you know what the ring does?
I haven't tried it yet.
You want me to
Perhaps
see
if
it? Can I hold it? Let me see it. And he
you
holds
like.
he holds his
I-
hands out.
Pass it over.
He's gonna. He doesn't really know the limitations of his divine sense, so he's gonna attempt to divine sense this thing.
You don't divine sense anything.
It's not hallowed or anything, or does
Nope.
it? Okay. Hmm. Do you want me to try it out first?
If you feel safe doing so. I was going to wait till we got into a city and try to find someone who could identify it, but
That's probably smarter. That'll cost us
Maybe.
money, wouldn't it?
it might. Would I know how much an identify spell
As much
costs?
as the pearl costs to use it, roughly.
Oh.
I don't know.
Yeah,
That doesn't
the
mean
pearl
anything
isn't
to me.
used up, but yeah,
How much
it
would that-
does cost at least, yeah.
100 gold.
100 gold. Mm.
But most
I'll
places
just let me-
most places probably don't charge 100 gold because the pearl doesn't just. They might
Right.
charge half of that, so maybe 50 gold.
So like
or
50. Yeah.
That's still a
Makes
lot.
sense.
I'll just take some. Let me. Can he attempt to put it on?
Yeah, you can easily put it on and it forms to your finger, but you have to attune to it.
Okay. um.
This is the only attunable item of the bunch.
Oh.
Mhm.
I will. I'll walk. While I'm walking, I'll focus on it. So y'all just make sure nothing gets us.
All right.
We try and
Uh,
make sure of that anyway. But
If my connection, if you need me, just yell at me and I'll stop. But
Well, I
I'll
brought
throw
the
my
horses.
coin at you. That'll wake you up.
I brought the horse. I brought the horses, but we still need to go get our. Do we still need to go get the cart?
Yeah,
or
the cart wouldn't
is this-
fit. The cart wouldn't fit down this road.
Yeah, that's what I figured. We gotta go get the cart before we.
right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, y'all handle the horses and such. No, we'll do it on the road. And he's gonna.
Yeah, Lindak is just walking, talking to Varna.
Yeah, he's gonna walk with. I gotta figure out my name. Umbra.
Boom. All right, so you're all walking back to the cart.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are you doing it stealthily? Not stealthily? Just who cares?
Gravel's gonna peel away from the rest of the group and be stealthily, kind of going ahead, do some recon,
Okay, give me
make
a
sure
stealth
stuff
check.
isn't going on.
Stealth check with advantage
All right. Oh gosh, I love it.
because of those boots.
21.
Yeah. Nothing at the cart. The cart's still there. Nothing around. No one
Excellent.
sees you. No one hears you fart. You're all good.
Enoch's gonna load Umbra up on the cart, do all the fun shindig there.
Okay.
Um,
Enoch, while you're all like spending like an hour to load the cart and everything,
yes.
Enoch, you may add a band of loyalty to your equipment.
Don't know what that does.
You'll soon find out when you read it, because you also know what happens when you attune to it.
Okay. Band of loyalty. Oh my god.
Is it
I
good or
don't
bad?
like it. If you reduce to 0 hit points while attuned to the band of loyalty, you instantly die.
Can you take it off?
These rings are favored by spies who can't afford to fall into enemy hands.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yikes.
you
I don't-
instantly die. Just.
Can you try to take it off?
Yeah, it comes off.
Okay. Keep this in your pocket. I don't want to
What is it?
So
Not good.
taking the ring off, I believe you're still attuned to it.
Yeah, I would have to
Unattune to it, yeah.
But
Or just leave it
he-
away from me for at least an hour. I think it's
Yeah,
something,
correct.
or have
yeah,
to
like that.
yeah, something
it'll
like that.
It'll unattune automatically after an hour if it's away,
So,
Okay.
away
so
from
even
your person.
if he's attuned, he's automatically in effect. It's in effect, even if it's not. On
Yeah,
this
while
person?
while I'm attuned to it. It says while I'm attuned to it. So
Okay.
as long as I'm attuned to it,
So it doesn't matter
within the hour,
Mhm.
I will die.
It doesn't matter if he's
I
wearing it or
drop to
not in
zero.
that time. So for him to unattune to it, it has to be either he has to spend an hour to unattune to it, or have it away from his person, off his person for an hour.
Okay.
Gonna give that back to Tal.
All right.
Please don't let me.
Do I know how far I have to be from him for the attunement to?
It just can't be on his person.
It just has to
Okay,
be off
okay.
of me.
All right, then I'll just put it in my
he's gonna be
pocket.
walking at least
Okay.
5 feet in front of you because he's gonna be leading the.
Yeah,
So-
I'll make sure I'm a
Okay.
little bit far away from him just
All
in
right,
case.
that's the band of loyalty. There's still one more item to figure out what that does, and you're all still loading up the horses. Enoch, you take that ring off. As soon as you find out what it is, you guys pocket it to maybe put onto some unsuspecting traveler, and no, the joys of attunement items. You know what they do automatically, unless it says it has a curse.
I'm really scared it had a curse on it. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I was.
Not
I
yet.
was worried about that.
But
Yeah, and then I think we'll just be making our way to, just traveling now.
Duodnum.
Druvenlode.
Druvenlode.
What? Wow. Druvenlode. Yeah, we would have like 300 something miles.
Yeah,
So
Yeah, we have a
you
long
guys
way to
have
go.
328 miles to go.
Yeah.
Oh my
We got a long
goodness.
way to go.
All right, so you,
But who collected the hat of that ogre?
I think I have it.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
the arrow had pierced it to the top of his head, so the arrow was collected, and whatnot, blah blah blah. You collected your arrows, blah blah blah.
Yeah, I rolled really poorly, but you know.
And yeah, then you have the giant's hat that does not fit anybody's head.
Nope, it's in my bag, in my pack.
Was that one magic as well?
You did not detect anything magical from that hat. Just a shitty hat.
Okay.
All
Shitty
right.
hat.
So you guys
But
start.
I can pull it over my head and cut some holes in it.
Make a good match.
But
Sure.
it smells real great.
It smells disgusting. It kind of smells like the
Yeah.
gunk that was forming in the giant's belly button. That got
Actually,
into Nell's
maybe he
mouth.
would have thrown it into the fire.
Okay, makes sense.
Is it a top hat? Because I'm
Yeah.
imagining a top hat.
So
Who's that?
so yeah, the
No,
hat,
it wasn't the top hat.
so Lindak threw the hat in the fire then?
Yeah.
Okay. As the hat was thrown in the fire, that smoke went pure black,
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
just from grease.
Just from the grease, yeah.
Oh,
It's now a
Yeah,
grease
there's like
fire.
a faint sizzle and pop.
Yeah, there was like
Gross.
you could smell like the
That's funny.
the giant oil cooking. Maybe a couple pops from lice that might have been hiding in the fabric. One story. In World War One, in the trenches, they would put their pants over fires to kill the lice, and all you'd hear was popping noises as the lice just burst.
Oh.
gross.
That's
Remember to do
gross.
that now with our.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, next time you
gross.
get lice.
So gross. Now I'm itchy. Who's steering the cart for this trek of time?
So Enoch is walking alongside Umbra. So,
Okay.
because we're traveling, and essentially we travel at the same pace, and Lindak is taking.
I'd probably be on point.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You guys are traveling, so
I'll keep an eye out. Well, actually, do I have anything? I'm still gushing over these boots.
fair enough.
Hey Tao, do you want to play a little song for us to make the
Absolutely.
time go by? Thank you.
Yes, I'll play something jaunty.
Hmm.
No, something a little more.
Yeah.
So
Bump.
Still sounds kind of clinical because I'm playing it, but it's like, it's up
just
to
so
you.
you guys know how far you've traveled so far after leaving Comorta, you're at about 21.8 miles.
All right.
At this point,
we haven't had. We
200.
didn't get.
You're-
Did we get a rest?
Yeah. No.
We did, right?
Yes.
I
a
think
short
we did.
rest.
Yeah,
right?
we wanted to get one. They were
Yeah.
taking one while I was getting
Oh
the
yeah,
horses.
no,
I thought
you guys all
Yeah.
got long rests. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah,
Short,
I thought so.
you're saying.
No, we had a long rest.
yeah. You guys
I'm
got
pretty
long
sure.
rests.
before the fight.
Yeah, before
Before the
fight,
last fight.
Yeah, yeah.
Then we just took a short rest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before Vox showed up, there was a long rest. You guys woke up, saw all the shenanigans with Vox, blah 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 blah. Anyways, traveling.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, excellent. Chilindro, you said you're playing a little tune.
Yeah, just yeah.
Performance check.
We might make you stop.
Can you imagine if I fail this? Oh my god. I'm gonna now that I said it. Come on. The 15.
15. You're still a little tired. You're still a little like hit in the head from getting a giant hunk of stone thrown at you, but
Yeah.
you play a song perfectly fine.
Yeah. I'm getting a little frustrated because I'm like hitting a few wrong notes. I'm like, ah. But it's okay.
Indak doesn't notice. He's just nodding his head with it.
No
He's
one
cool.
notices but me. But I'm like, oh god.
And
Yeah.
Enoch, you're just walking with Umbra.
Hmm.
You're just trying to figure out what your amulet is. Amulet.
Yeah, he's like, there's occasionally where I would like put it in the side of his mouth and just kind of think on it, but then just drop it.
Yeah, it doesn't help. You don't figure out what it is doing that.
Yeah. He doesn't. I mean, he tried to focus on it, didn't work. He's kind of halfway freaking out because of the ring, so he's like extra aware of his surroundings.
At
the
this
moment.
point in the travel, you would feel yourself unattuned to that ring.
Oh bless.
Gravel is like doing a couple cartwheels and see that Enoch's still kind of on that amulet. And he kind of like thinks about it a bit and he's just like, here, let me try something. And he'll take a water skin and then hold the amulet and then pour water on the amulet.
Just water comes out.
Okay, cool. I didn't know if like the water would like be alcoholic or whatnot if
like
it,
an
if it
aerator,
passed like
like
through
a-
the amulet. I was just like,
Yeah.
ooh.
The amulet is an aerator, so it turns water to ale.
Turn water. Water
Child, do you want to
into
put the band of
ale.
loyalty on your character sheet, or do you want to keep it on mine? Because you.
I'll put it on mine since it's on my person.
So
You're
gotta throw
probably
it
the
on
prince someone to put on.
Yeah, that's very much
yours.
a
Just
possibility.
Focus on this for an hour.
Then they'll
And then
know.
jump
they're-
'em.
then they'll-
Well, I can charm someone like super easy, so
But the thing is, though, like, when they attune to it, they know what it does. It's like, oh, why would
Yeah.
I want to wear
That's
that? Ugh.
that's true.
And then we
That's a good
jump
point.
on.
They'll be
Yeah, but then you
attuned
have
to
an
it
hour
for
to
an
kill it.
hour.
Ring of loyalty, that's what it's called?
Yeah, band of
Yeah.
loyalty.
Band of loyalty.
All
Okay.
right. At this point, you all, you're sitting at about 27.6 miles.
So we'll. Okay. How late in the day is it at this point?
Well, let me look at how.
Like, how long
it
have we
is.
been traveling?
So you guys left early kind of in the morning, early morning. The giant fight didn't take long at all. Set up, probably took an hour. Blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. So basically, we've been traveling probably to get to here too as well. Math. Apologies while I do math on the fly, using actual travel distances. Alright, so you've traveled 5.8 miles. So for travel time, you've been traveling for about an hour and 56 minutes. And it was about 2 hours of setup to get everything ready at the cart and everything. So it's you're about 3 hours total since you woke up. So it's probably woke up at like 8. So it's 11 o'clock. in the morning or so.
So we'll rest at noon, high noon. We'll rest, and then that'll put us on being on the road for 4 hours, or being up for 4 hours. We'll rest, and then get lunch, and then get back on the road.
All right.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
All right.
All right. While you're all riding for this hour, everyone just give me perception checks. You're still in the forest. It would help
Ooh,
if I had a
that was
map
really
of the
good.
continent, actually.
'22.
22. All right.
12.
12. Enoch, what'd you get?
Do you
Okay.
listen?
I think you froze.
Sorry.
Pictures first.
22.
22. Tilinder, what'd you get for perception?
11.
11. All right. You don't notice anything. Maybe like a little rabbit hopping along, like. That's about it. You still have horse meat in the back of your cart from.
Oh,
You
oh no.
Oh no! You still have horse meat in the back of your cart.
Oh no.
Um, and another hour passes.
Did we cook it?
It,
The horse meat? What
ha-
happened with what
it
have we
was-
done with that horse meat?
it was cooked. Some of it was cooked during a short rest you guys had. Not all of it.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh, he's,
Oh,
back.
he's back.
Comes and
He's
goes.
back.
Eh?
Never
So,
mind.
so some of that horse meat is probably getting to the point of being a little minging, like rotting, because it hasn't. Not all of it's been cooked.
Mignon? Filet mignon?
No, yeah, just really stinky. Like it's starting. You can kind of sort of smell it a little bit from the back of the cart, and there's kind of like flies starting to buzz around it, like zzz, and you could probably get the sense that this might start attracting predators. This rotting, the uncooked horse meat starting to decay might start to attract predators.
I want to toss that.
Yeah, it's about time.
So you just
So we should throw it.
I'll
I'm not
leave
eating
you
it.
the honors. As your steed.
Yeah, all right. So Lindak gets down off of Varga
That
and
not
goes
moving.
back.
I don't think gravel. I mean, the leg is probably the size of his body.
basically, yeah.
Drags it off and drags it out into the woods. All
Okay,
the pieces.
all right. You can easily just easily do that. Find a cozy little spot for the horse leg and make your way back to the group.
Yeah.
You guys have about 295 miles left to go.
All right, we're good.
And you've been traveling at this point for 4 hours, so you have 14 days and 4 hours left to go.
Any y'all have any other skills that you do? I mean, you know I'm a locksmith.
I'm a soldier.
Yeah.
I play other instruments, if that's what you mean.
Oh, really? What kind?
Yes. Let me get the list up. I play the viol. Or sorry, that's the.
I play veal.
Sorry, I play the lute as well, and I also play the flute. Apparently, I only play rhyming instruments. But unfortunately, I don't have any on me at the moment. Only my violin, which is my main instrument.
Well, that's exciting.
Yes, it is.
I'm a fan of the lute. It's can be quite a I don't know, well-ranged instrument.
It's a very charming instrument, I find. I quite like it. I don't often practice as much as I should, perhaps.
How about you, Enoch?
I'm really good at remembering landscapes.
Imagine that is quite useful.
The map, if I could read it, I could remember the visual of how it looks. And once I know a place that I've been, I tend to be able to recall that quite well. I didn't use it too often out here. It was mostly for remembering where certain homes of different mountain beasts were, and the best way to navigate through them and beyond them. And I'm really good at finding food and water as well, so if we run out of any bit of sustenance, I can find that for you. And I can play the drum.
I saw you play the drum. It was quite competent.
Thank you. Thank you.
It was quite impressive. Another.
I can do like emergency first aid type of thing. I have a healer's kit I'm very good at. I can also do a lesser restoration spell.
Oh wow, that is useful.
Well, I've already used it. You see, I used it already on Enoch's friend. Both of those. I'm also a very good writer. I have calligraphy skills.
Oh.
Not sure how useful that'll be, but I can do that.
Could you forge things?
Care to show me some of that?
I don't have a forger's kit. I can try, but I have a calligraphy set.
Can I see something that you can do with that, with your calligraphy?
Oh, sure. So he pulls out a quill and some paper, and he's doing fancy writing.
Gravel, scrutinize it a little bit.
Okay.
And then try to duplicate it with his forgery kit.
All right, give me a check. Give me a deception check with your forgery kit. So.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, deception.
Yeah, because you're trying to mimic someone's handwriting.
I thought that'd be Dex. Oh.
I thought it'd be like sleight of hand or something, but I guess a deception makes sense as well.
Well, yeah, because you.
Yeah.
That's all right. 21.
Yeah, you mimic it perfectly.
Oh, you're very good.
I'm rolling very well tonight, guys. I don't know. It's gonna break bad at one point. Oh wow, yeah, I didn't know I could do that myself. But yeah, just so you guys know, if we need documentation or anything like that, I was a clerk for a short amount of time in my youth. I worked for a judge of my hometown.
Oh,
Interesting.
So I'm familiar with legal documentation and validating it and all that sort of thing. So it's kind of helped me out in making not so legal documentation that looks legal.
And as you're all talking and Gravel's forging things, you're sitting at about 3 hours and 42 minutes of travel time. You can see the further you go down this road, the forest is starting to thin out, and maybe in about an hour or so, you'll just be rolling across open fields and plains for the next long distance of your trip through the Zemni fields.
I don't know if I've mentioned it, but Gravel is going to re-up on non-detection whenever it goes out.
Okay.
You just every 8 hours or so, you see Gravel just kind of do a short ritual that takes like an action, and it's like, and there's no visible effect, but yeah, it's just something weird that he does every now and then.
Okay.
Wait, before we leave, let me.
Leave? We've been on the road for a long time.
Well, before we exit the forest, sorry.
Oh,
The forest has the best berries. I'll be right back. And Enoch's gonna like walk into the forest and he's gonna gather some.
Give me a survival check.
how long does he spend gathering berries?
We shall see.
Oh, I was
Not too
right.
bad.
I gave you guys the wrong distance. Oops. I took away too much for traveling. That makes no sense. You'd have 295 already, because the total trip is 350. 315 miles left to go.
Yeah.
That makes more sense.
Okay. I rolled a 19 for my survival
Alright,
check.
you find a handful of berries. Various colors, shapes, and sizes. Has Enoch ever harvested berries before? In the mountains, where it's snowy and cold.
Probably. No, probably not.
Okay. You have a handful of berries of various shapes, sizes, colors, smells.
I love where this is going.
Delicious.
This berry roulette.
Delicious. And he's gonna give them to Tal.
Okay. He gives you just a handful of berries.
Hold
Oh,
on to
berries.
these for later.
What kind of berries are they?
All different colors, shapes, and sizes. I got a little for everybody.
Great. Grab
They're safe to eat?
Pick one out of there and pop it into his mouth.
Alright, just for the sake of this, I'll say you have 12 berries total, Enoch. Whoever's eating a berry, roll me a d12 to see what berry
Excellent.
you put in your mouth.
I love it. D12. Here we go.
D12.
I'm not eating a berry.
I will. Linda could probably try a berry.
They're definitely edible, Tal.
I've just
7.
never eaten something that's come directly from the forest before. I'm
7.
slightly hesitant.
A 7.
Linda rolled a 10.
Other than meat, I suppose.
A 10 and a 7. 10 and a 7. 10 and a 7. Okay. Okay. Gravel. The berry you ate is a bluish purple and resembles wild grapes.
Hmm.
And as you eat it, it numbs your tongue out completely.
Ow.
And I need a Constitution saving throw.
You're gonna poison
Yeah.
the entire party.
This D&D Beyond is really getting my back today. That's a 18.
18. Okay. You eat it. Instead of taking 6 points of poison damage, you take 3,
Huh.
but you're not poisoned. But your tongue is numb for 8 hours.
Does that affect my speech?
Of course it does.
Oh man. Hey, you not
Hey, wait.
wanna
Yeah?
what kind of berries
It's the grape berry. So I
Oh.
picked it. It looked like a grape.
He like you see him kind of erp up in his mouth a little bit and
Are you allergic?
maybe what
Spit it out.
it's in my stomach.
Lindek, the berry you're eating is round and fleshy pink in appearance. Do you eat it?
Yep.
It tastes of actual flesh and iron like blood. I need you to give me a constitution save after eating that one.
Oh, I'm crying. Oh no.
18.
18 is the DC.
Ugh.
So you're not poisoned, but your body doesn't give you time to spit it up. You just vomit it up in a torrent of just
Oh.
blood red looking vomit. Just otherwise you would have been poisoned for 1d4 hours.
Oh, yuck. Oh, that was
my.
awful. Awful.
I have
Enoch.
only known you all for maybe a week, and there's been so much vomit so far.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's so gross.
Look, it's not that bad. Enoch's gonna grab one and he's gonna apply.
Yeah, I just give the entire handful back to Enoch.
D10.
We roll a D10.
Roll d10.
A 5. That's my favorite number.
5.
Hmm.
Okay.
Enoch, that was disgusting.
Yeah, you know that I'm gonna go to the.
You just can't handle your berries.
So you eat this one, and it tastes like a little bit like pus, but someone's added like sugar to it. It's like sweet pus.
Sweet pus.
And the berry doesn't burst in your mouth. When you bite it, it just squelches and squeezes out the fluid like a zit. And
Oh my.
I need a Constitution saving throw.
Oh.
Where it goes wrong. Oh, that's not bad. Okay, 17. 13 plus 4.
17. It tastes like sweet pus. Do you swallow it?
So sweet pus.
Whatever pus.
You swallow it, and
Yeah, sweet pus.
you feel like a little tense. And you look down, and all of your fingertips start swelling up like balloons.
You look like a tree frog.
And you guys also notice that Enoch's eyes also start to bulge
Uh-oh.
in the sockets.
Eyeballs.
Yeah,
How are you
bulge?
feeling,
His
Enoch?
eyeballs are growing in the
Mhm.
sockets. They're not popping out of the sockets, they're just growing.
Oh, that's funny.
And Enoch, your eyeballs are growing so big in your eye sockets that the pupils just get pushed back into the back of your eye sockets. You can't see, and you are
Uh-oh.
blinded for 6 hours. So until the
Oh,
effects
wow.
until the effects of this berry run out.
Uh-oh. I couldn't see.
Good berry?
it was really good. Sweet,
Yeah.
Sweet.
Mm.
I think I'm gonna
well-
though.
Gravel's gonna go over and slap at the hand that has all the berries in it.
Hey.
All the berries scatter on the floor, and the horses go to try to eat them. And then the
No,
horses,
no, no, no,
then the
no,
horses,
I can't see.
the horse-
Arga,
then the
no.
horses sniff them, and they're smart enough not to eat them, so they just.
They know better. You know.
Enoch, give me a dexterity saving throw, by the way, please.
Yeah, leading the horse
4.
blind.
4. One of your fingertips ruptures and bursts like a popped balloon.
Oh
Just-
no.
Oh.
That is so gross.
So it's there, your finger's intact, but the tip of it is all like open and like sagging, where like a bunch of fluid has just exploded out of.
like he had a blister.
Yeah, but the tip of the finger.
You
is
can't
just,
see
like,
it though.
The tip of the finger is sagging a little bit,
Oh,
like so much built up fluid in it.
Linda, do you have that kit?
Yeah.
He's gonna hold his finger out.
Healer's kit.
Okay, he's gonna take his hand and gingerly go through the bridle, and he's going to lead, but not
Okay.
really lead, because
me
the
a-
horse is essentially gonna lead.
Give me a dexterity, just for fun. Give me a dexterity saving throw for each of your fingers on that hand that are not popped.
Oh,
So 4 dexterity
gross.
checks in a row.
Okay, that's an 18
Okay.
for my thumb.
Your thumb doesn't pop.
Oh, that's not too bad. 15 for my middle finger.
Okay.
Another 15.
Okay.
That's a 5.
For pinky.
My pinky.
Your pinky, yeah, the bubble on your pinky just.
These 2 fingers are looking rough.
Looking at your
no.
grabbies.
Yeah, he's just gonna be like.
And like when you like, and it's just strands of that same pus that was in the berry just leaking out.
Okay, don't eat that berry. It's really nasty. I'm hurting. But he's gonna.
Maybe we should get you on a horse or in the cart.
Yeah.
It's okay. I can walk.
Well, you have
Can
to
you
follow
see?
my voice.
All right. Here, take this rope, and he's gonna like. Oh yeah, he will. He's gonna try to reach in with his other bad hand. He's gonna try to reach into his.
5 dexterity checks.
Oh boy.
Oh good. Oh, these aren't gonna be as
I'll
good. Okay,
save
that's
it.
a 16.
Okay.
That's a 3.
That finger
So it's thumb,
Bursts.
pointer.
pointer bursts.
Oh, middle finger's another 3.
bursts.
Oh god, that's an 8. And a 3.
So all of those fingers just burst, like the fluid just bursts out into wherever you're reaching your hand into, and there's a nice maybe like a 3-inch deep puddle of whatever that liquid is at the bottom of whatever
My bag.
Yeah, at the bottom of your
Oh,
bag,
God.
and it's like
Gross.
seeping through the fabric.
It hurts. He doesn't realize this is that gross at the moment. He's gonna grab his.
It actually doesn't hurt when they burst.
Oh, okay, cool.
It just feels
Probably feels a bit better.
It feels like pressure just being.
Okay. He's gonna take the hempen rope that he had and he's gonna toss it in the direction that he heard Lindak's voice last.
Okay.
Okay, Lindak's gonna grab the rope.
Okay, you guide
Lead-
me. I'll hold it with
lead
this
you?
hand, or tie it around my waist.
Okay.
I could tie it around my waist, and he's gonna take it. He's gonna attempt to tie it around his waist.
Okay.
All them burst fingers.
They're pretty gross looking.
Actually, you know what? Lindak's gonna get down off the horse and help you tie it around your waist,
Okay.
and then he's gonna lengthen it out, and he's gonna be in front of you. He's just gonna wrap it a turn around his saddle horn. And
Okay.
all right, let's go this way.
He's gonna be leading Umbra while being led by Lindak.
Lindak, Varga, yeah.
Okay.
Let's go. The healing kit, I can't do much with that. That's strictly for.
Well, you just have one. One of my fingers is nice and bandaged.
Well, I can bandage it up.
It's all right. Just the one is fine.
Okay, but that's just It's just made for stabilizing someone that's at 0 hit points. But I can do like a medicine check and maybe bandage you up.
No, it's all right. I'll be
It's all right.
okay.
You're all
It didn't
right?
hurt. It didn't hurt. I'll be all right.
All right, but it looks pretty bad. Is
I
it?
know,
Are they
well,
bleeding?
I can't see. I
not
can't
bleeding.
see. So
They're not bleeding at all.
Not bleeding. No. Okay. All right.
if
Well,
I
Is it-
can't
okay.
see it, it doesn't
You're
hurt.
fine. Let's go. Hope it heals up while we're walking. Then.
Maybe.
But yeah, you guys are getting to the point where the forest is incredibly thinned out now where you are. You can see like for miles through the forest just because there's hardly any trees now. And you're starting to exit the forest and get into these rolling hill-like plains of just grass and field with the occasional rock in the distance, the occasional tree in the distance. But you'll soon be traveling through open fields for a little bit.
Well, you take everything that Enoch said about being good at remembering terrain for 6 hours. So
We
forget
also,
it.
we also heard him say that he's good at finding food.
Yep.
He did say that, didn't he?
I mean, I'm good at finding food. I found food.
Yeah.
It wasn't food.
And you guys have been
Food.
traveling,
Food.
and at this point, you guys have been traveling for 5 hours in the cart.
With my... Oh, wait. How much longer for my tongue stuff?
Did I give you time for that or no?
I can't remember.
I don't
Sorry.
think you did.
I
1
should have
hour. 1 hour.
remembered. Okay.
I said 8. Oh, I said 8 hours. That's right.
Okay. There we go. So, yeah.
So
So,
that happened.
I had
That happened.
6.
That happened 2 hours ago, roughly.
Okay.
So you're looking at 6 hours left.
All right.
And I have
Enoch,
4
Enoch,
hours
you
left.
have 4 hours left of your swollen features. You also look, his nose is starting to balloon a little bit.
What's so funny, Lindak?
Nothing.
Okay.
You're beautiful. Don't worry about it.
And
Gravel's gonna take his disguise kit and like paint the nose red.
okay.
He's gonna
Like
swat.
like a clown.
Okay.
Gonna do a hard swat at
Uh,
Gravel if he attempts to do this.
and it is currently 4 p.m.
Okay. All right. So my tongue won't actually be fixed until it's about nighttime-ish.
Yep.
Till dusk.
Same with and
Cool.
8 p.m. for Enoch's swollen features.
Swollen
8 o'clock.
features.
Yeah. Basically nighttime when everything goes away.
Okay.
But at this point,
Well-
you guys are leaving the forest and getting into the plains of the Zemni fields.
How does it look? Describe it to me.
It look like
Not you.
shit.
It
Not
looks
my
very
face.
nice.
No, not my face. The scenery.
It's just greeny fields, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's very lovely. It's unfortunate that you can't see it.
Rub-a-din towel. Trudge it along.
It smells like a field. Like you can smell what fields smell like flowers and grains and everything. There are people tilling in the fields, like farmers with scythes, kind of just like shh, and other people in the distance like fielding. There's other carts coming down the road. Finally, you can finally see other people coming down the road, headed into the forest. They look as they're passing. They look at Enoch, all swollen faced. They're like, "Having a good day."
Bad boys.
I'm trying to cover my like kind of not super suspicious, but enough that like I don't really want to be seen.
Okay. They're
Yeah.
like, "Well, best of luck. There's a storm coming. So I hope you all have a tarp or something or cloaks." And the other cart just carries on past you guys into the forest.
They were nice.
Yeah,
Sounded nice.
Definitely sounded nice.
maybe we should ask the next
We,
one.
sorry.
What?
It was
Maybe we should ask the next one for something. For like, for the storm.
I have a.
oh
Like, are we stopping or are we keeping going?
We're gonna have to stop.
You're in an open field.
yeah. We won't be much good in the middle of a storm here.
Well, I have a tent.
We could put the tent over the cart.
Problem
do
with
that.
my tent is it has imperial markings on it, as I
Oh,
acquired it.
That's all right. We'll just do it inside out.
we could put a blanket or something, something over it. Perhaps.
Gravel could paint it. He's really good at that. And he turns his head probably in the wrong direction
Oh, you.
to
Oh,
glare
sorry.
at Gravel.
Oh no, not long enough.
It's only a 2-man tent, though. But we could all like huddle in it.
Well, if you fit it over the cart,
Yeah, I think using the card might be best.
Huh?
you want to say that again?
Using the card might be best.
Okay, I heard that.
Gravel was sleeping under the cart, wasn't he? Yesterday, last night.
Yeah.
Yes. So
I'll sleep under the cart too.
I don't know if you'll fit.
I mean,
At least if my head's
could.
covered, I'll be okay.
I was
It's
think-
fine.
Mm.
It's just gonna be wet.
Tal and
That's
Ledak, you can
fine.
get in the cart with the tent covering, and
Well,
Gravel and I will be on the
I'm
ground.
not too worried about it.
So-
I've been in lots of rain. I just pull up my
Can
my
we,
hood and I just
So while you are moving through these fields, 2 hours pass as you're just rolling through these fields. Enoch, you can feel everything just release, And when your eyes are swollen, you guys just see pus pour out of the tear ducts and out of the nostrils. Just.
Ooh.
And Enoch, you can see.
Oh. What?
Well, that is truly disgusting. But you do
That's-
look better, I must say.
The berry was delicious.
Yeah, maybe we
Well-
should have kept them for like doing
Snacks.
on people. No,
Oh.
not snacks.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
And
What happens when they rot?
and about 10 miles in the direction you're going, you can see where the storm clouds are coming this way. They're about
Okay.
10 miles away currently. And it looks like they're really, really, really...
Are there any
really-
houses around? You said there were some people. Are there any houses around?
Nope. Not in this vicinity. You can't see any in this vicinity. They're farmers, but you get the idea that they probably trek distances to get to these fields.
Is this like a well-traveled road then? Like,
Yes.
are there a lot of people? Okay.
Yes. And yeah, the storm clouds are coming. They're very, very dark, like midnight black colored.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm gonna look for any like paths that aren't a part of the main road that maybe the farmers take to get to like maybe a small like not even unmapped village, like a fairly new village maybe even. Like I'm just gonna look for anything where these farmers might go, because if we've seen them recently, like if any of them end up heading in our direction, be like, let's just follow them back to whatever town they're gonna get to before the storm hits.
You don't see any.
Okay. All right.
Or
Do
the
we-
farm.
Did all the farmers or workers or travelers just they peel out?
Essentially, yeah.
All right. We missed our shot. Crap.
Yeah, from here, the closest settlement is where you are currently. Let me look on my big old map that I got here.
Comorta.
Comorta would be 39 miles
Man.
back to Comorta.
Yeah. How do those farmers get there? We don't know where they're coming from.
Well, they probably have farms around here
Oh.
somewhere.
They probably know how to get there. We
Most
just
farmers don't live in towns; they live on their farms.
yeah.
It's in my experience, anyway.
I somehow doubt anyone would let us into their farm for
Oh.
shelter.
But if we could find a barn or something,
Well, I mean,
Perhaps.
well, the town food. We could probably do a little thing for them if you're persuasive.
I suppose. I only got some of that, but I suppose.
It's also about 6 p.m. So the sun is actually starting to set. You can see
Okay, we need to hunker. We just need to hunker down
we need
for
to
the night.
make
We
a
need to
camp
get started.
somewhere,
Yeah, to reinforce this down. No, we just need to do it on the side of the road. There's not much else we can do. If we do it here, we can have time to, scrabble.
This might be the person from Iowa in me, but have we ever heard of tornadoes?
nature checks from everybody.
I'm just like maybe we've heard of them, but maybe we, I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna roll it.
Tornado.
Not too bad. I probably would not know what these things he's talking about.
17.
17.
15.
Sorry. Sorry, I'm slow. Where is the thing I'm looking for? Oh, I'm on it. No, sorry. Sorry. Why is this so tricky for me all of a
Yeah,
sudden?
that's why I don't use D&D Beyond dice. It takes
I don't know why
forever.
I'm suddenly forgetting how this site works. Okay, that was nature.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry about that. 8.
8. 8. Gravel, you got what? 17?
Yeah.
Lindak?
17.
Enoch?
15.
3 of you have heard of tornadoes. Cylindra, what's a tornado? We don't get those where I'm from.
What are those?
And looking up at
Strong wind.
looking up at those storm clouds,
Mhm.
they're really, really like they're like pitch colored.
Yeah. Lindok is
And
going to say,
you're all
my
kinda
tent
just-
would be useless
You're all
in
just kind of
this."
sitting here, and it was a surprisingly nice, warm spring day, and it suddenly got real cold,
Oh.
real fast.
What?
So do you run back to the woods?
No.
I think we have time for that.
Yeah. If it's come from there, we might be able to, like, turn the cart on that side to take some of the wind.
I was thinking that
Perhaps.
too.
What about the horses?
Yeah.
Tie 'em up.
Wait.
Give 'em- give
And
'em
those
down.
storm clouds are moving fast. They're about 3 miles away now.
Well,
Okay.
we better
yeah.
get started, whatever we're
Gonna
doing.
pull off to the side of the road.
Okay, it's all hilly plains, but you can find a relatively soft, flat spot.
So if the storm's coming in like this, and we've got these hilly plains, storm's coming in from this direction, can we get on this side of a hill
Yeah,
and
easily.
like set something up?
Easily.
Okay.
So what are you guys doing exactly?
We're gonna get the horses, get Umbra unhitched, take them off,
Okay.
and gather the equipment that we acquired. Gonna
Okay.
take that off, and then Enoch is gonna attempt to lift the cart and put it on its side.
Okay.
So the wheels are pointed. He wants to flip it where the wheels are pointing, where the flat or the carriage part is pointing toward the storm. So if it does blow, the wheels can act like almost like a brace.
Okay. So
to
I'll
compress it
say
to the ground.
to get the cart all situated, get you all situated. So the cart's situated. The entire sky around you now is that same pitch color, and it's gotten insanely cold, and hail is actually starting to pelt off the cart. Just tick, 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 tick. What are you all doing? The four of you. How are the horses?
Getting to the
are,
other side of that cart.
Are the horses secured? How are the horses secured?
Enoch
Oh.
has. Ooh, that's a good point. If it's over, Enoch's gonna have Umbra kind of in his hand at the moment, like he's gonna have his reins in the hand or the bridle. Yeah.
Okay.
And Lindak and Varga are. Lindak's kind of been through this before. It's part of his training, his soldier training to
Tornadoes.
withstand storms. So what he's going to do is he's
Don't get
going
many
to.
storms where you're from, though.
You've just heard of them.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
But wouldn't they be trained if they were fighting in this part of the
But
world?
they've never encountered a storm before.
Well, they have.
At least a tornado before.
Fair enough.
okay.
This is your
But I don't know it's a tornado coming, so I'm just going to
Yeah.
prepare for a storm.
Okay. So that's you trying to
I-
calm your horses. Give me animal handling checks. Because the horses are
Well,
they're freaking out.
Ooh, oh God.
no, Varga wouldn't be freaking
Yes.
out.
Varga's freaking out. Animal handling checks.
But all right, 18.
All right, you can you calm Varga.
15
15, you calm Umbra.
Umbra.
And Israel kind of like hiding in the overturned cart or whatever. We hear howling winds, and and you hear a thump, and you all look, you kind of peek your heads out a little bit, and you see a cow comes sailing out of the sky about 300 feet up and just impact about 10 feet away into the ground. Just
Oh shit.
and as the tornado gets closer and closer,
He's gonna brace his back
I
and his
need
legs.
everybody to make dexterity checks for
Oh
yourselves.
shit.
Dexterity saving throws for yourselves and for the horse. Those of you
Okay.
secured
God.
inside the cart have advantage. The horses do not. Actually, they do because they're also kind of like.
Sorry,
Well,
with them.
He was going to get Varga to go
Mhm.
down, like
I
on his
also
knees.
need
So
to figure out if the cart is considered medium or large. I'd say it's large.
Sorry, did you say it was with
Oh.
advantage?
Advantage because you're like hiding kind
Right,
of
okay.
almost out of the wind.
Oh, that's
So
much
Umbra
better.
rolled a 19. He rolled a 15 and a 19 flat. So 19 for Umbra.
Okay. Umbra just does not. The winds do not get a grip on Umbra. And what about Varga?
Varga got a 13.
13.
No.
Just that the horses have a dex
They do. It's I believe it's probably just +0.
plus 0, 13.
Okay. All right. So because of the carriage, none of you are going to get hit by debris from this tornado and the hill. So instead of taking half of the damage, you're not taking any. So you see debris just smashing into things. The cart is just big enough not to get lifted up automatically. I need, and then Enoch, what'd you get for your dexterity saving throw?
14.
14. You can feel like you can feel yourself starting to lift up a little bit, but you grab onto the cart and just hold on for dear life, and you narrowly dodge.
Holding on to both
You
the
narrowly, like you lift up in the air, and you see a cow come sailing towards you, and you pull yourself back down just as the cow goes and scatters across the countryside.
What a cow.
Is that the same cow?
No, different cow.
One cow's having a really bad day.
We're cow.
Lindak, what'd you get for yours?
14.
14. Okay, yeah, same thing. You're starting to get pulled up, but you just hold yourself down. Gravel.
I don't know what's up with D&D Beyond. I got another nat 20.
Jeez.
So.
All right,
Wow.
you're just like
Yeah.
looped in a weird, intricate position inside this cart. No, you're not
Yeah.
going anywhere. Talindra, what'd you get?
I got a 22.
All right, you're all just
Very nice.
holding on for dear life.
It's like,
As all this is happening too, I'm just kind of like freaking out and just throwing a mending at it every once in a while, every time it gets hit by something, just in case.
Okay.
So I'm trying to keep it in good condition.
Okay.
is there like, is it? I imagine it's really loud. Like there's lightning.
Yeah,
or
it's like
thunder happening and stuff like
not
that.
lightning, but it's just like and
Okay.
hail just
So we,
pelting
like-
the landscape. So it's like you're all deafened. Currently,
Yeah.
you're all completely
Okay.
deafened. All right. I
That
need a
makes
round. I
sense.
need a second round of dexterity saving throws, please.
Do we have any sense of like the direction it's going in?
Sailing over the hills you're currently hiding on. It's it's coming the direction you were coming.
So it's going
from.
like right past us.
It's over you.
Over us. Oh my god.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Okay.
Is this next set with advantage as well, or
Yeah,
no?
because you're still like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I roll one more time. Roll one more time.
For Varga got an 18.
Okay.
Like one more time for everybody.
And Lindak got a 19.
Okay.
That was a 16 for Umbra, and a natural 6. Well, yeah, because it was a 1 before, so with the advantage. And then Enoch got a 15.
15.
Even.
All right. The DC has increased because it is now closer towards you. So, and now that it is kind of swirling around you, those of you that do succeed only take half damage from the flying debris. So, 9 damage to Varga.
Yikes.
13 to Umbra.
Oh, he's down.
Okay, unconscious. I'll say Enoch, you're like you're holding on to the horse. The horse doesn't get sucked up into the
Yeah,
tornado.
because they failed dex saving throws
Yeah.
when you're unconscious. So.
Enoch, what'd you get?
15.
Okay, you take half damage. You take 10 bludgeoning damage as this like piece of plank house just hits you in the side of the head, kind of cuts you open. Lindak, you got a
19.
so it's half damage for you as well. Oof. You take 13 points of bludgeoning damage, as
Yikes.
a doorknob just pelts you between the eyes.
Yeah. 13, you said?
Yep, 13. Talindra, what'd you get for yours?
I got a 20.
20. Okay.
Not a natural 20, but a
Okay. So yeah,
dirty
you're
20.
holding on tight, and you look just as like a piece of like wood like just slams into the side of your head as well. So it's half damage. You take 8 bludgeoning damage.
Jeez.
It's like a shard of wood just right across your
Intense.
cheek and gravel.
Epic splinters. I got a 16.
16. That's also half damage. 8. 12 bludgeoning damage from just another piece of debris. You guys can. It's getting louder and louder and louder.
I'm below half health. I can't survive another one of those.
It's getting louder and louder.
Yeah, gravel
and
is
louder.
like, we need to do something else.
I am going to do forget the word for it. That thing I did that gave everyone the temporary hit points.
Mantle of Inspiration.
Yeah, that thing. I'm just.
Okay.
Ina's going to tell you to do it to Umbra. Oh, wait, you can't
Umbra,
give
yeah,
it
I'm
whenever
gonna
he's
do
dead.
Umbra.
You can't do temporary whenever they're down, I don't
No.
think.
Oh, not to do it to Umbra.
All right.
So, because she's down, so,
Alright, so-
she.
She's unconscious,
Yeah.
so she can't get
Right.
temporary hit points from
Okay.
Mantle of Inspiration.
So. Yeah. So I'm just trying to find this ability.
Does anybody want to move with the bonus of Mantle of Inspiration? Does anybody want to just get up and?
No.
So okay,
Nowhere to
so,
go.
so if it's now coming, so now it's moved to the point of where it's essentially on the opposite side. So it's coming from one direction. Now it's on the other side. Am I understanding that correctly? Like if we were to
It's-
shift, if
It
Enoch
was
were to
way,
shift
and it's over
around
this.
to the other side, would he and like bunker down again? Would that provide the
It's on top
similar?
of you technically now at this point.
Okay,
That's
okay,
why
okay.
the DC's increased.
Can he grab the edge of the cart and try to pull it to where it comes down
on
like
top
a
of everybody.
like a house on top of people?
You're fighting the wind, though.
Yeah, you're fighting a really strong wind, so give me a strength check with disadvantage.
Can Lindak help him?
Yeah, so just as roll straight strength rolls. You both are trying to pull this up.
Okay, that's 18.
Okay. You pull it down on top. At this point,
Horses wouldn't be under there.
Yeah, the horses.
the horses don't fit under here.
Yeah.
So Varga just, or not Varga, Umbra just. Oh, I need to check how this works. All right.
Grab the reins.
Yeah, Varga automatically fails the dex save, correct? Unconscious.
Umbra, yeah.
Alright, so they also need to make a strength saving throw once they fail. But I think also it's an automatic fail if they're unconscious as
Yeah,
well.
it's an automatic fail with Dex and
Okay.
Can
Strength.
Gravel grab the reins at all?
Thanks.
No?
No.
Okay.
So Umbra is alive, restrained, and pulled up into the whirlwind 5 feet up. So just
Oh.
in the whirlwind. You can see Umbra. She's 5 feet away. Or he. Alright.
Enoch's gonna do it. He's gonna run from underneath and he's gonna go and try to leap and grab the dangling.
Okay. Give me dexterity check.
Son of
Can
a
I,
bitch.
since I didn't say who I was
Figure
going
around
to,
in
can
a
I
book.
say that it's the 4 of us?
Yes.
I'm gonna give it to us. So everyone has 5 temporary hit points.
Okay. Alright.
Okay.
I should put that in.
Enoch, dexterity saving throws.
Before you do anything to it.
Are you like are you pushing the entire cart off, or are you climbing out yourself?
I'm like moving from underneath the cart.
Okay.
Like I'm not trying to push it off me. I'm
Okay.
just trying to
So yeah,
slip
just
underneath.
you as you try to go grab Umbra, dexterity saving throw.
Oh my god. That's a... Come on, dice roller. Oh, God, that's a 15.
15 is the DC. So you leap and you grab Umbra, and you're holding onto Umbra, who's still like 5 feet up in the air.
Uh-huh.
And you do still take half damage from the
Okay.
debris.
I'm gonna
You take 10 bludgeoning damage.
I'm gonna stone endurance that.
Okay.
So,
So just pelts into you. Umbra actually would take the
So I take 7,
Yep.
or 7 minus, or reduced by 7.
Yep.
So whatever.
And
12.
then. All right.
It's exactly the temporary hit points too.
That brings us to the third round of the tornado, the final round of the tornado as it starts to pass over. I need everybody again to make dexterity checks, please. Dexterity saving throws, please. With
It's not
advantage
gonna
because
work.
you're underneath the.
I wouldn't have that anymore, right?
No, you are just a straight dexterity saving throw.
So I thought.
So that was a dexterity
Actually,
saving throw
Enoch,
with advantage.
Oh my God.
because you're holding on to Varga, who's in the air, or Umbra in the air. Yeah, no, I was gonna say disadvantage. You just have a straight dex save.
Okay, I will good because I rolled a natural 20.
All
But
right.
it's a 19.
So you're just
But it's a
holding on-
19.
You're holding on to Umbra. You take half damage. You take 6 bludgeoning damage from the debris. Umbra automatically fails, so Umbra takes
Poor Umbra.
8 bludgeoning damage.
Umbra's down, yeah.
Unconscious, so yeah, that's one failed death save. As a piece of debris just slams into Umbra's side.
He's gonna scream for Tal, and he's gonna like.
Yep. I need a dexterity saving throw for the other horse, who is not underneath with all of you.
18.
18 succeeds, so only half damage.
Okay.
So 7 bludgeoning damage to Varga.
She's got 3 points left.
And then Gravel and Talindra.
24.
24.
Sorry, what is this?
Dexterity, dexterity
this.
saving throw, yeah.
Okay, it was 20.
20.
Dirty 20.
You guys are protected from debris because you're under the cart, so nothing happens. Lindak, what'd you get for your dex save?
I have 18 as well.
18. So you're all just underneath the cart. You can hear the debris pelting the cart, damaging the cart. And then the tornado just passes over and disappears.
Oh my.
He's Enoch is Tal.
Umbra drops 5 feet, but also Enoch, you can carry.
Yeah,
Umbra.
he's
You
gonna-
catch,
he's
you
gonna-
catch the horse
yeah,
in your hands.
Like shift it so that they impact together. Like so he's taking more of the hit. If that's
Okay.
okay if he takes damage too.
Yeah. You take 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
And he's screaming for Tal.
Your cart is intact. It's got a bunch of like debris stuck into the side of it from wood. There's like an entire house, but that's been scattered across this entire area. And you hear what sounds like screaming coming from up above. And you
Yeah.
look just in time to hear something land on top of the cart.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
And blood just starts to trickle into the underside of the cart and some entrails.
Wait, is that our horse? What
No,
is that?
there's a scream.
There was a
Oh.
scream.
Enoch,
Tell.
you look over and you see a farmer laying on top of the cart.
Oh god, definitely dead.
He knows.
We're
He's
We're
pointing
still
at
under
his
the
horse.
cart,
Yeah,
though,
it's the three
right?
of you
We're
under
still
the cart,
under the cart.
can see this human face staring down at you, completely lifeless.
Tal, I need healing.
I run over to
Alright, so you
Enoch.
have to use a strength check to actually get out of the cart, because you're
Oh,
all under
okay.
the cart still.
Okay, can we push up on the cart?
Yeah, you all can work together to push the cart up and get out.
Okay.
And there's debris all over the place. The farmer's body kind of just slides off the cart and lands on the ground. There are 2 cows in pieces here. The farmer's house is in pieces here.
Gravel's gonna look at where the storm is going and see what went by, because I imagine it was just ridiculous. Like,
A massive tornado.
yeah.
About
Okay.
200 feet wide.
Oh my.
How creepy does it look?
Very creepy. Very
So
deadly. It's
strength checks to get out of the cart?
not
no, we
anymore.
got
The
it,
cart's already
yeah.
been lifted up.
Oh.
Yeah, it's about 200 foot wide, 400 foot tall tornado, and then it just disappears.
Form again.
And the clouds start to dissipate a little bit, and now rain just starts to fall. Yeah, there's a dead farmer lying there who landed on top of the cart. 2 of his cows are in pieces across the field. Enoch's holding an unconscious Umbra who's been impaled by debris from the tornado, and he's calling for Talindra.
I'm gonna try to get out. I rolled a 12 for my strength.
You didn't need to.
Yeah, I
Oh.
got the card up already.
we're-
Oh, okay,
that's
sorry,
what I thought.
Sorry. Then I just run straight.
Okay.
And I do cure wounds 2nd level.
Okay.
At Enac.
On the
No,
horse?
do it to the horse. The horse.
And I'm gonna do a one at 1st level for the horse.
Okay.
Okay.
I thought you were hurt.
Okay.
Thought...
I
So
am hurt, but
that's gonna take
he's-
12
Okay.
seconds total. So during that time, I need a death save for Umbra.
Ooh.
Can I do Umbra first?
Mm,
You
designate me first, yeah.
You specify.
Okay, that's an
you
18
first.
though.
18. Okay,
Whatever.
That's an 18.
succeeds.
Okay.
So yeah, go ahead and do mine first, and then he succeeded, so you could do. Yeah.
That is 11
Okay.
for. Oh, sorry, no. Fuck. I rolled the wrong one. So that would be 11 plus 2, so 13, and then
Two.
and then 12 for the horse.
Okay, the horse is almost full health
You
again.
know, like you pull the debris out as the wounds start
Yeah.
closing, and then Umbra comes back, kind of just shakes it off, and stands up.
Thank you. Thank you.
Varga's also looking heavily beaten from debris.
Too bad.
The cart, it's got some debris sticking into it. There's blood all over it from the farmer. It's looking really beat up from the storm, but it is it is intact. What did you all have in the back of the cart? That was luggage and
Oh shit,
not
that's
tied
probably all
down.
gone. Yeah, that's probably all gone. We had all the. Oh god. We had the 6 light crossbows,
Those are-
40
yeah,
bolts,
those are gone.
6 scimitars.
Gone. So scimitars are just like raining down in the sky somewhere.
Yeah, that ain't good.
Yeah, so those are gone.
That's about
Alright.
it that we had.
so six
not.
hand, so 6 hand crossbows.
So pretty much all we got from the
All right.
camp.
So the crossbows, the crossbow bolts, and the 6 scimitars are nowhere to be seen.
Well, there was a great axe too, wasn't there?
For who?
No,
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Who had a great axe?
nobody.
I don't know.
Thought it was part of the
Nope.
stuff. That's what I have. Great axe, scimitars, giant's hat, which we burned.
Oh, I
Chest-
bet the giant.
chest full of stuff.
I think the great axe went to the half
Oh,
ogre.
the half
or
ogre had the
whatever?
great axe. Yeah, the great axe is gone
Yeah.
too. It's not
Yeah,
huge. An ogre great axe is just
Oh,
gonna fall
God,
from the
this
sky.
is-
in a tornado. Just
Oops. Whirlwind.
But yeah, you're all like covered in cuts and bruises from where you've been hit by the storm debris. Enoch has Lindak has a huge goose egg between his eyes where he got pelted by a doorknob.
Hey, is that how I looked?
Yeah.
And by this time, yeah, Gravel, your tongue would go back to normal.
Hey, you sound like yourself again.
Yeah. We're all roses now.
And as you're all kind of at the ruin, like kind of in this weird area of destruction, something else catches your eye in this storm. It's just a rainstorm, a thunderstorm now, but the north direction, off towards Rexentrum, and Druvenlode, the area you guys are heading to, you see what looks like a comet fall from the sky and plummet somewhere in that area, trailing almost psychedelic-looking colors behind it. And then it disappears on the horizon, and you all feel the impact. Just this far, 300 miles away, you feel the impact. Just
So we see it go. We see the light, and then like maybe a minute or two later, we. Whoa.
you feel a little, yeah, you feel like a little tremor.
Oh.
It was like this big comet with psychedelic colors kind of trailing behind it, and then it just disappeared, and then you guys feel the tremor.
Hey, was there a worm on that comet? Did you see a worm?
Nah, I didn't see a worm.
You wouldn't have been able to tell anyway this far
Yeah.
away.
Because
I don't-
that kind of looked like that
I mean,
symbol.
The worm was beneath the comet.
Could that be where the worm is?
I mean, you're drawing some pretty weird. I mean, that's just a thing falling from the sky, right?
Well, it had psychedelic colors. It was a comet. The last time I've seen one of those was a picture falling on a worm. So it's probably a worm over there.
Yeah.
Do comets usually just fall on worms?
Or perhaps the worm is
I don't know.
symbolic.
That's yeah, guys. I don't know. That seems
Does
way
seem
too
like a stretch.
way too convenient. That's really weird.
Well, we had one of those weird potions were for the people in Rexingtrum, right?
No.
No,
Well, oh wait.
the
Yeah,
king
the
and
king.
the princess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Does it seem that weird now?
I mean, it's still weird.
Yeah, you're right.
And you're all just, you're busy setting up the cart, fixing it, getting it back on track, tying things down, maybe checking the horses are okay, healing Varga, the farmer, body still laying there.
Enoch's gonna take it and gingerly pull it away from the cart about 50 feet.
Okay, yeah, you go to pull him away and there's like a snapping sound and you pull his lower half off. The impact essentially just broke him apart and you're just...
Okay, he's gonna go and grab the collar of the shirt and pull
Okay.
both pieces.
Okay, just pulling this elderly lifeless farmer away from the cart, leaving a huge blood trail in this like wet grass and road through the mud. And
We should probably get moving really quick.
the rain starts to sound a bit different. Not like what rain sounds like, more like...
Oh God! Enoch's gonna take his shield and lift it over his head.
Okay. What's everybody else doing?
I'm gonna look around.
All right.
Yeah, what does the rain look like?
Whenever it's impacting the ground, it looks like yellowish green pus. Just...
Yeah, no, under the cart.
Yeah, same.
Under the cart.
Well, Gravel and Tillander can fit under the cart easily. Lindak, a little. Enoch, you have your shield up, and you can just hear on your shield. And as you look around, some of these raindrops that are impacting some areas of the grass aren't breaking,
Is it
And-
fucking worms?
and they're wriggling. And you see some of these worms starting to crawl and make their way towards the farmer's corpse and the cows. And that's where we're going to end the session for the week.
No.
Enoch is a conspiracy theorist. That's right.
Yeah. Wait.
Yeah, so that's what... Yeah.
Jesus. It's
That's
frightening.
Tornado.
Oh man.
That almost murdered us.
I heard you starting to talk about that stuff, and I was just like, "Oh no." That's like one of the things that I'm like both scared of, but extremely excited by. Whenever there's like a tornado warning,
I've seen a
I'm just
tornado.
like,
I've seen a tornado before. This shit's scary.
yeah.
It is
Frightening.
really
It
scary.
is very
Terrified of
frightening.
tornadoes. There's like a little
Seen
kid.
one here and one in Alberta.
It's-
Both just
It's so
twisting
eerie.
metal stuff. It's just like
Nature,
crazy.
man.
It's so eerie, especially when there's like right before the tornado hits. It's like
Calm.
there's almost no wind at all. It's like really calm, and then
Yeah, hell breaks loose.
But, yeah. And it's usually like... It could usually be like a nice summer day, and then out of nowhere it gets cold as fuck. So, thanks for watching, everybody. That was episode 11 of Legends of Wildemount. Today's encounter was well, not today. Yeah, one of today's encounters was a tornado. That killed a farmer and his cows, and now there are worms falling from the sky and a comet. So, we'll be back in half an hour or so for Beneath the Tide, episode 70 of Beneath the Tide. So, good night, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye
Bye.
bye.